this is the fourth show that I was involved with Florida Stage as either a creator, a composer, lyricist, a librettist, and I was involved in the creation of it. So the first one was Backwards and High Heels, Cagney, Some Kind of Wonderful, which was last summer's musical, and then Dr. Radio. The original germ of the idea was Bill and I were brainstorming about ways in which you could put a jukebox musical review together. And the idea came up, what if it was a radio shop, and as the radios got fixed, the radios would sing and become the cast, and that would be the spark which allowed us to do the material, the songs. So we really started brainstorming about it, and then we started thinking about what is the idea of being emotionally stuck in one place, and what would this man be stuck because of, and if he was stuck, how would he get out of it, and how would he avoid it? So he would probably retell the period of time. I mean, what's important on stage is it's the first time this is happening. So he's packing up, he's ready to go. So he is at a point in his life where he can no longer deny the end of the story that he's been telling for a long time. And that's when we started looking at the show and developing the idea with that in mind. That's when all of these other ideas started coming up, and that the radio play would, Bill has it in the program, that the walk to school got longer, and the snow you had to walk through got deeper. As you go through time, the stories that you tell get more and more exaggerated. We've all sat around with relatives and holidays, and boy, she was wearing the hat that was so big it couldn't get through the door, or whatever it is. So, and that's sort of how this particular idea continued to develop. The birth of a new musical is a very joyous and difficult process, and it's very emotional. I mean, you're really laying yourself out. I mean, any new piece. What I'm hopeful about, and I wouldn't ordinarily speak for Bill, but I can speak for him in this case, is that I think we do get stuck on certain things as people, whether it's an event which is an emotional event that we can't move past, and I think. We do replay it in our minds, and it gets expanded and it gets changed, and because that's just what human beings do. I think there is an event for all of us that blocks us or that prevents us from going forward, and that really, that's the message that I think the piece is trying to convey, is that you do need to actually face that, whatever that is, and move past it so that you can keep living. I think what's fun about it is that if you look at the show. The designers, I am so proud of the way the show looks. The characters that come out of his past or his memory or the radio, all of the same thing, they look heightened. When he goes back in time, the stage, the set, literally transforms itself to going back to the period of time. All of those elements help tell the story, including making the characters look a little bit larger than life. I mean, when Penny comes out, that's a very bold statement. Mark Parolo did the costumes, and I mean, beautiful. I think they're amazing, but they're stretched. They're real life one step better and more fantastical. And same thing with the set. I think it's quite. It amuses me, and it looks like a big bunch of eye candy to me. So hopefully an audience experiences that same way.